Hi guys, welcome back to Giri. How are you all doing? I hope all of you are doing great, all of you are fine and safe. So today we are going to discuss about how to prepare for CLAT 2022 in 45 days from zero with boards or without boards. So yes, 45 days. I'm going to tell you how to prepare for CLAT. So in this video, we have a lot of motivation and the answer to the question: is it possible? Can I clear CLAT if I start right now? Yes, you can, and I've told you, I've given you the reasons. So please watch the entire video. Second, we're going to go for syllabus, and syllabus is just your important topics. The topics that are going to be there, 99.9% the topics that are going to be there, we are going to cover those topics. I have some free resources for you which you should not miss out on. I've told you how to study. I've told you how to study, how to do, what to do. Please watch the entire video if you want to know how to study. Not only that, I have two schedules for you. I have two timetables for you. One is for those who have their board exams. So yes, with board exams you can still prepare for your CLAT exam. We have a good discussion that with board exams how you can prepare for CLAT. And then moving on, we have another part of the video I've discussed without board exams. If you don't have board exams, how you can prepare. Now here I want to tell you that if you have board exams, I would say that with board exams minimum take out 2 to 3 hours. If you can, that would be great. Let's start with today's session. It is a power packed session that all of you wanted. Let's begin with today's session, and before that I want to tell you that I also have one-on-one sessions. We have mentorship sessions and everything that is open. If you want to talk to me for 1 to 2 hours, if you think that your problem is different, you want to talk to me directly, you can book a paid session with me, yes, with Giri. And the link of the session, that how to book, how to pay and everything, is in the description box. We also have free sessions. Like free session matlab, if you want to chat with me for free, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm there by the name at I am Giri. And also if you watch this video within the hour, like एक घंटे के within आप मेरे से question पूछते हो जब ये video डली है, तो I'll try to reply to your comments also. So hit that bell notification on and subscribe to the channel if you want to talk to me for free. Let's get started. Let's get started with today's session. Okay, yeah guys, welcome to Giri. I hope you have subscribed to Giri's YouTube channel and hit that bell notification on so that you do not miss any of our videos. And I hope you're following us on Instagram. We're there by the name at I am Giri. We do pretty motivational stuff out there. If you want to stay happy, if you want to stay motivated, and if you want to stay connected a little more with Giri, then do follow us on Instagram. I want you to keep certain things in mind. And your question, the biggest question: can I clear CLAT if I start now? Can I clear CLAT in these 45 days, that too with boards? Yes you can, yes you can, but there's certain things that you need to do that I'm going to tell you in this video. आप कर सकते हो, but कुछ चीजें हैं जो आपको मैं इस वीडियो में बताने वाली हूँ. देखिए, CLAT को 45 days में क्लियर करना is very not easy but is possible, because the exam is a skill based exam, right? You have to just learn how to do something and that's it. Learning part is only current affairs, right? So सबसे पहले it is hit and try method. Tell me, no one is sure that they'll be able to crack CLAT 100%. Is anyone there who's saying that 100% sure? No one is sure, right? So what is stopping you from trying? And if you fill the form and you're saying, okay, I'll just go and give the exam, okay, whatever happens happens, but what if you put in just 2 to 3 hours with your boards, and after that some more hours, and you get into an NLU? Your life will change forever and ever. That would be the change, मतलब वो आएगा the day जो कहते हैं ना, that day would change your life forever, right? Why not do it? Why not put in an effort and try it? What? And I will tell you, if you try right now, like for CLAT, it is going to help you in other exams in your life. Like if you want to give any other exam in your life, this is going to help you only. This experience is going to help you. So not 100% sure, but give your 100%. So instead of preparing for the exam, going in for fear and then anxiety, worry, cross everything out and tell yourself that I'm going to try, I'm going to give 100%, I'm going to do what Giri is telling me, I'm going to give it a good shot. It happens. If it doesn't, it means God has a better plan for me. Look, guys, I don't want any one of you, all of you who are Logarians should not fall in for depression. No. Exam de rahe ho, 100% दो यार. This is not the end. Life is a marathon. There is no way आप achieve कर लोगे एक चीज ना उसके बाद आपको होगा अब. So it's a marathon. If you missed out on something, you can do better in life. It is not the end. एंड अब तो 3 ईयर लॉ के अंदर भी एनएलयूज हैं, बट ये ट्राई में 100% देना बनता है, सो दैट लेटर ऑन यू डू नॉट रिग्रेट नहीं होना चाहिए. सो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू से हियर इज, कम ऑन, नंबर 1 इज गिव योर 100%. देयर शुड बी नो फियर, नो एंजाइटी, नो वरी. नो, ये तो क्रॉस है. My Logarians are not going to fall in for fear, anxiety, worry. Whenever fear, anxiety, worry comes, tell them that Logari Didi ने क्या बोला है, you cannot be fearful. Instead, this is all wasting time. You're wasting time. What you have to do instead, you need to replace fear, anxiety, worry with determination to complete the syllabus. Determination कि हाँ मैं कुछ करके दिखाऊंगी या दिखाऊंगा. Yes, I'll do something. This is what is the need of the hour. Don't waste your time worrying. What if I'm not able to clear CLAT? What if you're not able to clear CLAT? There are going to be various other options. Fill the form of CUET. If you're that serious about doing law from a good institute, make sure if you're not able to do it from a good institute of 5-year law, you're going for a 3-year law institute, but do your graduation from a good institute. Right, so that is what I'm saying. If you want to know about CUET, I've done the videos, link is going to be in the description box. So there's nothing to worry. I am not taking that worry part. I don't want Logarians to be in depression. Oh, I'm worrying, what will happen? Kuch nahi hoga yaar. People who are not from NLU are doing great in the profession of law. There are going to be a lot of opportunities, but आप कहोगे फिर हम इसमें क्यों मेहनत करें? Because every opportunity, whenever life gives you opportunity, you need to give your 100%. That is your duty, because that is in your hands. Admission hona na hona is in the hands of God Almighty, whatever you may call. But what is in your hands? To give 100% and to stay positive ki haan hoga, yes hoga, right? That is what I want from you. So no worries, only 100% preparation, determination, discipline, and strong willpower. I want this strong willpower. Ye 3 things are going to be in your head always. Not fear, anxiety, worry. No, if you're a Logarian, fear, anxiety, for तो होगा ही नहीं. क्या होगा? DDLG होता है ना. DDS क्या है? Determination, discipline, and strong, very strong willpower to achieve things. Right? You're going to learn. Look, if you fail, you're going to learn, and if you achieve, you achieve. Right? Both ways, you are going to succeed in life. Right? So that's what. Keep that in mind. And for me, you're going to be an achiever if you give 100% without worrying, without fear. अपने दिल पे हाथ रखकर जाना, पेपर देकर आ जाना, जो भी होगा यार होगा, आगे लाइफ अच्छी डिसाइड करेंगे. ठीक है? Is it 100% sure that a candidate preparing for from 1 year, 2 years, 6 months is going to clear CLAT? Is there any guideline which I missed by chance? Is there any guideline where in the CLAT people ask you that from when have you started preparing? Oh, you've started preparing from 10th, from 11th. Oh, you have a better chance. I'll give you, you'll get 5 extra points. No. And let me tell you, a lot of students, they commit one of the biggest mistakes. They don't know about the syllabus. They just directly go and join the coaching institutes, and they're studying things that are not going to be there in the exam. So they've wasted time. So if you belong to that category also, that you wasted time till now because of one or the other thing, this is the right time. Start your preparation right now. So don't worry that, oh, mera wo friend ABC, he's preparing from 2 years, he'll so for sure clear CLAT. No, there is no guideline as such. कुछ नहीं पता. Okay, covering only the topics, 90 to 95% chances they are going to be there. So yeah, we are only going to focus on the topics that are going to be there in the exam, 99.9%. Rest we are going to leave, and you're not going to worry about that. Because what? We are giving 100%. This is how you give 100% when less number of days are left, right? My contract story everyone knows, right? I'll tell you in very short में बता देती हूँ. I had my exam of contract. I was having fun, and there were just 10 to 24 hours left. 10 से 24 से भी कम. And I called up my mom. I said I cannot give the exam. I have मेरी इज्जत है थोड़ी college में that she studies, and what are the professors going to think if I fail and everything. She said, oh, you pick up the important topics, study and go. I scored the maximum. I was a topper that year. And not only the topper, I topped in the contract. Like no one in the university till, I don't know till date, but in my batch no one scored that much, right? So we are going to cover the important topics. Are we ready for that? Are we ready? Yes, ready. Everyone in the chat section and in the comments below. Yes, we are ready for the journey. We are going to give 100%. No worry, no anxiety, no fear. Likho. Replacing worry, fear, anxiety with what? Determination, discipline and determination, दृढ़ता, discipline, time पर उठना, follow करना schedule, strong willpower, not feeling like studying, then also forcing yourself to study. When anxiety, fear, worry comes over, talk to them, कहो तुम मेरे पास नहीं आ सकते. You cannot stay in me because I have to give 100%. I'm not worried about anything. That is what you need to say. Good news that I was talking about. CLAT is more about learning how to solve a particular topic rather than learning. CLAT is not about mugging up. The learning part is only in current affairs. Only in current affairs. And that maybe. Pray everything stays great, and I will help you with current affairs also. For that, you need to subscribe to my channel Examire. Link is going to be in the description box, and also on Giri, I'll be helping you. So please subscribe to both the channels. So current affairs, I'm going to tell you how you have to cover, but I need strong willpower, determination to solve a particular topic rather than learning, right? Your legal reasoning, you need to learn your reading comprehension, critical reasoning. 3, maths. You just need to learn how to solve. There's no learning part. Learning as in rectification नहीं है, ठीक है ना? तो you have to acquire the skill. That's it. What is our aim? We have to score 100 plus. जैसे मर्जी, have you seen those animated movies in which there's a girl or a boy who's carrying a basket, and they're collecting flowers? So it's like you are carrying a basket and you have to collect 100 marks from the paper, from any section. You just have to bring those 100 marks. Whatever you think is easy, cover those things first and the rest later on. So the easy part needs to be done first, right? Talk to yourself, what is easier, right? Obviously I'll be suggesting you, मैं आपको बताऊंगी क्या easy है क्या difficult है, but 100 plus अगर हमने aim तो कर लेंगे. अगर 100 plus आ गए तो done हो जाएगा. Admission तो top NLU में होगी फिर, ठीक है? So this is it. That I mean everything that I have said in this session. Please, 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 I don't want any one of you to be sad, but I want all of you to give your 100%. Please don't think life is over. But yes, giving your 100% is something that you need to. समझ रहे हो? ये motivate करने के लिए बोल रही हूँ, और मैं चाहती हूँ with motivation you should also get that thing wherein you do not say that oh मेरी जिंदगी खत्म हो गई, क्लैट नहीं हुआ. यार डरने वाली बात ही नहीं है ना. 100% दो, बाकी देखा जाएगा. जो तुम्हारे हाथ में है वो करो, राइट? लाइफ के अंदर 2 चीजें होती हैं, बहुत सारी होती है, बट आज 2 चीजें बता रही हूँ. नंबर 1 is that there's things that are in your hands and there are things that are not in your hands, that are in the hands of Almighty, right? Do the things that are in your hand and think positively about the things that are in the hands of Almighty. हिंदी में बोलो, बड़े आसान भाषा में बोलूंगी. कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी होती हैं जो आपके हाथ में होती हैं और कुछ चीज़ें होती हैं जो आपके हाथ में नहीं है. एनएलयू के लिए पढ़ना आपके हाथ में, एनएलयू में एडमिशन हो जाना उस ऊपर वाले के हाथ में. ऊपर वाले पे भरोसा रखो, पर तुम अपना 100% दो. ये नहीं अरे ऊपर वाला है वो एडमिशन करा देगा, नो, राइट? इतनी मोटिवेशन बहुत होती है यार, पढ़ लेना आप, ठीक है? चलो अब बताती हूँ क्या सिलेबस है. नंबर 1 इज डू नॉट वरी, ये तो क्रॉस है. नंबर 2 इज नो सोशल मीडिया. Say no to Facebook, Instagram. Please say no to Facebook, your Instagram. These are not the places that you should be. वो reels तो क्रॉस है, देखना ही नहीं. रील्स अब देखना पाप है. If you are watching reels, you're committing crime in my eyes. You are a criminal, because reels are very, very addictive. Once you start seeing those reels, you cannot believe what content you are watching. It is some of it is really stupid content, but you are addicted. Reels is something that you keep on watching. No, just deactivate your Facebook, your Instagram. You don't need those accounts. And even if you really want to use Instagram, make sure that you're putting a time on yourself, that okay, from this much to this, like for these many minutes, not even hours, for these many minutes I'm going to check it out. And also, your phone should not be with you when you are studying. And if your phone is the way that you study, maybe the videos and everything is on your phone, make sure that the calling is off. Like, something you do if you are using Wi-Fi, that's an easy way. You put your phone on airplane mode, use the Wi-Fi to just use the internet, and the calling is off, texting is off. Please, guys, if I would say no to social media and no to phones when you start studying. जब भी आप पढ़ने बैठते हो, make sure that you give your phones to your parents or keep it away. Like, if you have floors, like for example, if you live on the ground floor, your study room is on the top floor, then it's great. Keep your phone on the ground floor, be on the top floor. And even if you are on the same floor, keep your phone in the room of your parents, or at some place wherein you have to walk and pick up the phone and use it, so that in your brain you have time to process that, should I use it? No. Tell yourself, be your boss, be your master. You are not your master. Who's your master? Who's your master? The phone. The social media is your master. The social media is controlling you. Control yourself. And the best way to start is to either switch off your phone if you are studying from books, really great. If you are using the phone, airplane mode is the best thing. The third thing is, keep the phone away. Switch it off and keep it away. I don't think that you need to talk to anyone while your exams are going on. And those discussion with your friends, I mean, they are so toxic. Are ye padho, are wo padho, nothing is going to work. And I know there's some people who are preparing from 2 years, 6 months, they think they're experts. But no, 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 they are not experts. Please, 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 what you have started studying, complete it, and that's that. Okay, take the pledge. Whatever I'm going to study, study properly. Yes, whatever you're going to pick up and study, you're going to study properly. That is what one pledge I want you to take. And also, I'm going to follow my timetable. I'm going to follow my timetable. Very, very important. Okay, these are the pledges, and you can write down your pledges in the comment section. That would mean the world to me. Please take these pledges every day in the morning. That would be great. I hope you guys are making notes. If you're not, from now on, start making notes, because I'm going to share the subject wise plan for you. So here I'm going to tell you about the topics that you need to cover. I'm going to share the books or the resources from wherein you need to cover those topics. So yes, everything we are going to discuss. Let's get started with today's most important part of the session, English. So English is a very, very important section, because only one topic, an entire section is covered, entire section is done. So that is why English is really important. So the topic that is going to be there in English is reading comprehension. रीडिंग कॉम्प्रीहेंशन होगा वहाँ पे, तो उसके बारे में हम पढ़ लेंगे. और एक और चीज़ जो मैं चाहती हूँ आप लोग करें, आई वॉन्ट ऑल ऑफ यू टू गो थ्रू द प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स ऑफ क्लैट. द लिंक इज गोइंग टू बी इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स. दे आर अवेलेबल ऑन माई वेबसाइट फॉर फ्री. प्लीज हैव अ लुक. Okay, so reading comprehension. Now, how to study, how to cover reading comprehension. Now, one thing I want to tell all of you is that reading comprehension that you study in your school, or that you prepare for your CBSE boards or ICSE boards, they're easy. So school reading comprehensions are very, very easy. So you need to study something extra to understand, to solve the reading comprehensions of CLAT level, because the CLAT level reading comprehensions are difficult. So what you need to do, तो मैं क्या कह रही हूँ कि रीडिंग कॉम्प्रीहेंशन जो आपके स्कूल में आप सॉल्व करते हो वो बहुत ईजी होते हैं, बट जो आपको क्लैट में आते हैं वो डिफिकल्ट होते हैं. ठीक है ना. जो स्कूल के अंदर होते हैं, दे आर टू फाइंड आंसर्स. वी हैव टू फाइंड आंसर्स व्हेन इट कम्स टू स्कूल रीडिंग कॉम्प्रीहेंशन. Here you need to analyze, understand and give answers. So there is no finding answers, there is analyzing. So Is it difficult? No, it is not difficult if you read the theory. तो ये difficult नहीं है. Theory का मतलब आप समझ लो कि कैसे. You have to solve different types of questions, right? So reading comprehension has different types of questions, and you need to understand how to solve them. Now I have done a video wherein I have discussed that how you can solve reading comprehension type of questions, and we also have an online free PDF. Online free PDF is available on my website. The link of my website is www.logiri.com. So you can visit the website and check out for yourself. The link is going to be in the description box. Now step 1 is understand the concept related to different questions when solving reading comprehension, right? So number 1 is reading theory का मतलब क्या है, what it means when I say reading theory. You need to understand that how you have to solve different types of questions when it comes to reading comprehension, right? Once you have understood that how, when they say what is the main theme, what is the tone of the passage, what is the author assuming, you learn how to solve those, then how to solve these. The next thing is they're also going to give you some little tricks here and there, so those you can underline, mark, so that you revise them again and again. Mark the important points for revision, and the next step is practice. Now you've understood thing, you've learned how to solve. Learning how to solve is first step. The second step is practice. Practice 5 passages back to back, and aim that you are able to solve these in 30 minutes. Try karo that you're able to solve these passages in 30 minutes. So 5 passages back to back you need to solve. Now I have a free resource for you, that is online PDF available on my website. The other thing, that if you really want to go for a book, you can go for Arun Sharma, that's a book, and Meenakshi Upadhyay, that is a book for CAT, but it is one of the best books available in the market for reading comprehension, and you can go for this book, a really good book. You have to just go for the reading comprehension part from this book, right? So this is what you have to do for reading comprehension. Check out the previous year question papers. Now if you are using my PDF, say you're going for the free PDF, then what you can do instead of investing in Arun Sharma, what you can do is इंस्टेड कि आप बाय करें अरुण शर्मा की बुक, आप प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स बाय कर सकते हैं क्लैट एंड एलेट के. यू कैन बाय प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स ऑफ क्लैट एंड एलेट फ्रॉम Amazon, and you can solve reading comprehension from there also. That would be a good practice, because you'll be solving the exact level of questions, like the CLAT level of questions are available. Reading comprehensions passages are available in your ALET and CLAT previous year question papers. Is it clear है कि reading comprehension के लिए कैसे पढ़ना है? ठीक है. Current affairs. Now firstly I want to tell you with my folded hands, I want to request you that in CLAT there is no static GK. There is no static GK. Now what is static GK? Static GK is your history, geography, science, economics. No, there is no static GK. You don't need to study your static GK. This is a big cross. If you are studying books like that of Lewison's, Pearson's, no, you don't need to. Arihant's static GK, no, there is no. CLAT people, CLAT on its website very clearly has mentioned that they are not going to ask questions from static GK. Then what are they going to ask? They are saying that you need to know, you need to be aware about the current events, international, national, all the events, and we can ask questions from their background. We can ask questions from their background. अब इसका क्या मतलब है कि current events में जो है उसकी background हम पूछ सकते हैं. For example, I'm going to give you a very good example. For example, recently Raisina Summit Dialogue. So Raisina Dialogue happened in Delhi, right? Now what can be the background? It happened for the first time in 2016, right? Who was the background, and the recent news said who is the chief guest who inaugurated the dialogue, what is the dialogue all about, what was the theme, what happened in the previous years, all that kind of thing. And the background, one important question was when it happened for the first time. Now because Raisina dialogue was in news in April, so we need to know about its background. For example, BIMSTEC was in news. BIMSTEC is an international group of which India is a part. So since this was in news, we need to know when it came into being, who are the members, when it happened for the first time, all of this. So this is the background. So this we need to know, but we don't need to learn these. No. Okay, clear hai? Number 1, how to cover your current affairs now. ठीक है, करंट अफेयर्स कैसे कवर करें? रीड द न्यूज़पेपर एवरी डे. So if you can read the newspaper every day, that is going to be a great thing. But if you cannot, then that can be crossed out, and you can substitute your reading newspaper every day by hearing to my analysis that takes place on examiner. So examiner पे हर रोज at 6 o'clock 6 p.m. newspaper analysis happens. I take that class that happens live. So newspaper analysis you can hear at examiner on examiner, right? Link is going to be in the description box. If you cannot do this also, let's cross out this also. Then what you can do, if you are short of time, then what you can do is cross out this also, this also. Then what you can do is you can also hear to my weekly revision sessions, right? Weekly revision sessions that take place on examiner. That can be one substitute. Again, link is going to be in the description box. Now, how you need to cover? So let's discuss the duration. For duration for which you need to cover your current affairs. ठीक है, कब से कब तक के current affairs तुम्हें पता होने चाहिए, ठीक है ना? तो तुम्हें जनवरी 2021 से लेकर के till the date of the exam takes place तब से करना है, right? So let's divide, let's understand, please. I want your entire focus here. So January 2021 till December 2021, okay, one part. The other part is your January 2022 till May June 2022, right? Clear hai? Now I'll say this is the main, this is very important. This is very, very important. Let's put stars. This you need to cover first, and the only way you can cover these is from current affairs magazine. Current affairs magazine. So competitive exam के लिए current affairs वाली magazine आते. There are magazines for competitive exams. So you have various options. You can go for IS Vision. You can go for Pratiyogita Darpan. Now there is another very good free PDF that is available is Drishti IS. But the problem with this Drishti IS free PDF available online is that it has 2 editions per month. Every month it has 2 editions, so around 200 to 250 pages for 1 month, whereas here you have 100 to 150 pages. So if you are less on time, I would say cross out Drishti IS and instead go for either IS Vision or Pratyogita Darpan for 2022 news, right? This is the way you're going to cover. And also one more point that I want to tell you, एक और चीज मैं आपको बता दूं, तो मई और जून की जो करंट अफेयर्स है आपकी 2022 की, IS विजन जो होता है वो अपना PDF लेट अपलोड करता है. IS विजन टेंड्स टू लोड इट्स PDF लेट, सो बाय द टाइम माइट बी the situation that your exam will take place would have happened and the PDF is not up. So Drishti IS is on time always. So the May June part you can cover from Drishti IS. January till April you can cover from IS Vision or Pratyogita Darpan. This is what you need to do for your 2022 news. This is the only way you can cover your 2022 news. And I'll be also taking sessions wherein I'll be covering the important news. But studying current affairs by yourself is also very important. Please don't depend on any YouTube channel, be it mine, be it anyone else's. I would say study your current affairs from at least one place. You need not cover your current affairs from more than one place, I would say. So this is your 2022 part. We are done with that. Now let's come over to your January, your 2021 situation. Now number one is your June 2021 to December 2021 is very, very important, right? This is something which is very, very important, right? But this is 1 star important, 2 star important. What was 2 star important? Your 2022 news. So firstly you will be covering your 2022 news, and then you will be covering your June 2021 to December 2021 news. And if you have time, then you will be doing your Jan 2021 to June 2021 if time permits, if time, right? But our main focus should be 2022 news and June to December 2021 news, right? Now how to cover June 2021 to December? Again, you can go for current affairs magazine, or you can also go for the annual edition. But in the annual edition, this news would also get covered. It is difficult to study the annual edition. So if you can go for current affair magazine like Pratika Darpan, IS Vision, or of any other institute, go to the market. There's so many magazines. A few days back I went to a shop, wherein competitive exams books are there. I could find so many magazines that are there. Stand in the shop for a while, sit down and go through the magazines and check out for yourself that which magazine is going to work for you, right? So this is something that you can do. First, from studying, if you can study from annual editions, you can go for that also, but most of the students, they don't find annual editions that great. So going for the previous month's magazines is one of the best ideas, right? You can order them, you can call them, and they will send it to you. So yeah, this is something that you can do. Now yeah, this is what you need to do. As I have already discussed, January to May you can get free printouts. GK today is something that I won't recommend at this point of time because it will take a lot of time. GK today, you can go for their paid magazine that is available. You can go for their paid magazine, but anyone is going to be enough, right? Anyone is going to be enough. Then May 2022 newspaper videos, personality, current affairs. When it comes to reading magazines, reading current affairs from magazines, one thing that you need to understand and keep in mind is material from where you can revise. So when you are studying, जब आप current affairs की अपनी magazine पढ़ रहे हो तो वो ही आपके notes हैं. तो उसके अंदर ही आप क्या करोगे, उसके अंदर ही आप underline करोगे, उसके अंदर ही आप मार्क करोगे, उसके अंदर ही आप अंडरलाइन करोगे और उसके अंदर ही आप मार्क करोगे, राइट? मेकिंग सेपरेट नोट्स नॉट इम्पॉर्टेंट. प्लीज डोंट फॉल फॉर दिस. हमारे पास टाइम नहीं है. यू कैन नॉट मेक सेपरेट नोट्स. रिवाइजिंग again. Now I know current affairs are really difficult. You need to learn them. So what you need to do is revise again and again and again and again. The more you revise, the better. Minimum 1 hour day every day to your current affairs. 1 to 2 hours is something you need to give to your current affairs, because we are aiming to cover June 2021 till June 2022 minimum. This is the minimum, and first step is to cover the 2022 news, and the second step is to cover June 2021 till December 2021. Right? Clear? Let's talk about legal aptitude, also known as, in your CLAT it will be called legal reasoning. Okay, what is called legal reasoning, so don't get confused. Know how to solve principal and legal type of questions. Now here you need to, now the best part about CLAT is they say that you don't need to read legal aptitude or legal reasoning. You should not know the law. That they don't ask you to learn the law. They don't say it in their guidelines. वो नहीं बोलते कि आप law learn करके आओ. नहीं, वो अपनी guidelines में बोलते हैं you don't need to study law. बट इफ यू हैव एन अंडरस्टैंडिंग ऑफ लॉ, दैट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प यू. अगर आपको समझ है लॉ की तो वो आपको हेल्प करेगी, ये बोलते हैं वो. ठीक है ना? तो क्या होता क्या लीगल रीजनिंग है और उसको करना कैसे हमें? देखिए, सबसे पहले हमें क्या पता होना चाहिए, वी नीड टू नो. हमारा जो मेन एम है, नॉट स्टेप, हमारा मेन एम जो है वो ये है कि वी नीड टू नो हाउ टू सॉल्व principal and legal type of questions, principal and fact type of question, right? Now what are these questions? I'll tell you, very easy, not that difficult. Number one is they are going to give you a fact. Fact is a situation that A was walking down the road, B came and he slapped A, took away his purse, ran away. Now what has what is B guilty of and what should A do? Then this is the situation they have given. Then we'll give you principle. Now what is the principle? Principle is law. That okay, this is what law says, that this is the definition of theft, this is the definition of robbery. So now here they're providing, आपको वो provide कर रहे हैं definition, theft, robbery. law तो यहाँ पे वो provide कर रहे हैं, ठीक है ना? और यहाँ पे situation दी हुई है, तो what you are supposed to do? Analyze. So if you have a good understanding of law, right, and you have practice how to analyze, your thing is done. There is no learning. Learning है कहाँ पे? मुझे बताओ. Tell me, where is learning? No learning. You don't need to learn anything. There is no learning. There is only practice and understanding, right? So now what happens is, you must know that after 2019, there are two eras in CLAT, after 2019 and before 2019. Now after 2019 the pattern changed. Now what is the change pattern? Earlier, पहले जो ये फैक्ट और प्रिंसिपल है ये अलग से प्रोवाइड क्या होता है. फैक्ट एंड प्रिंसिपल वर प्रोवाइडेड सेपरेटली, बट नाउ व्हाट दे डू, they give you a big paragraph and in that they hide the principle, they hide the law. But if you practice the fact and principle type of questions that were before 2019, that were there before 2019, then also you will be very easily able to solve the after 2019 type of questions, because things are the same, but shakal badli hai. Right, so this is, now I have done a video wherein I've taught you how to solve legal reasoning questions. Legal reasoning law Giri, you will find that video has good number of views. Watch that video, it is going to help you. It is a very basic video, no rocket science, very basic, how to solve, how to mark, all that thing. So that is what is, so our aim is to learn how to solve principle and fact type of questions. How we can do that is understanding the language. So we need to understand the लीगल लैंग्वेज. सो व्हाट वी नीड टू डू फॉर दैट, क्या करना पड़ेगा हमें लीगल लैंग्वेज समझने के लिए, कुछ बेसिक लॉज पढ़ने पड़ेंगे. स्टडी और रीड बेसिक लॉज. Now which are those basic laws that we need to study? Which are those basic laws? मैं नाम बता रही हूँ आपको. I am telling you the names: torts, criminal law, contracts. Now if you don't have time, you can leave Indian constitution, that is also a topic. But if you are less on time, instead of giving your time to Indian constitution, I would say you study the basic laws from torts, criminal law, contracts, and you practice questions. Now from where to practice questions? You can practice questions from previous year question papers of CLAT and ALET. ठीक है ना. तो आप प्रीवियस पेपर्स ऑफ एलेट एंड क्लैट ले लोगे, जहाँ से आप यू आर सॉल्विंग द रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, एंड फ्रॉम देयर यू आर गोइंग टू सॉल्व फैक्ट एंड प्रिंसिपल टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. Right, so this is what, and if you are covering Indian constitution, if you have time, say you are a dropper, you have time, you have no boards, or you are done with your boards, like you have prepared for your boards and you just need to give one day before the exam for your boards, you are prepared for your boards and you have enough time for CLAT preparation, then I want to tell you that I have my own course of Indian constitution which is going to help you with understanding. Like you are going to understand things a lot very easily. So yeah, you can go for this course. Link of the course is in the description box. You can go ahead and enroll for the course. I have explained everything best for understanding. Right, so this is what you have to do for legal aptitude: practice, understanding and practice. Now from where to study torts, criminal law and contracts? Which book? Now I would say you can go for Willy, you can go for AP Bhardwaj, but these are very lengthy books. If you have less time, then go for the most basic book, cross these out and go for the most basic book, that is your universals book. The universals book for CLAT and other law entrance exams, you can study the basic books, but from this book you're only going to study some theory. Practice is from here. Practice is very important, that you go for practice from here only. Okay, there's no maths in your CLAT. There's a topic called quantitative techniques, and that is what is your mixture of maths plus data interpretation. Maths plus data interpretation. Okay, now how to go about this? Now I'm going to tell you elementary maths. You need to buy this book called Elementary Maths, 30 Days Wonder by S. Chand. Okay, you need to solve basic maths. You need to solve basic maths from a book called 30 Days Wonder by S. Chand. And thereafter, now I can understand time कम है, ये book बड़ी है, तो basic and most important topics are these. I've created a list for you. Right, you can make a note. These are the most important topics. Now first you need to solve basic maths, and thereafter you need to solve data interpretation. Basic maths and data interpretation. Pray guys that the teacher I have been talking about, I want on board, is ready, and might be that data interpretation classes are taken here. So data interpretation, you need to buy this book called Olive Board. Solve only level 1 from this book. Okay, or online also you can solve some simple questions of data interpretation. The topics for data interpretation are pie chart, bar diagram, bar graph, tabular diagram, line graph. So these are your topics. Okay, I want to tell you that maths mein se sirf you will get 15 to 17 questions. From maths only 15 to 17 questions are there. So like you need to cover it if you have time, please do cover it, don't leave it. But if you don't have time, then a lot of students who start late have to leave this topic. But then also, please, create a formula list and all, and try to cover at least the basic part, so that you are able to solve at least one or two questions, so that you can get those 6 to 7 marks minimum from your math section, because yes, it is going to help you take your score 100 plus. Okay, and if you're great in maths, then why not? Please cover it. Give 2 to 3 days, entirely cover it, revise everything, and try to get minimum 14 to 15 marks in your maths, because less time and a good, like, you can take just 10 to 12 minutes to solve those questions quickly, and you can fetch good 14 to 15 marks again, which are going, these marks are going to help you go beyond 100 in your CLAT score. Critical reasoning. Now, there's nothing called critical reasoning. There's actually a section called logical reasoning in your CLAT exam, which it can also be called critical reasoning, so don't get confused. Now, the topics are assumptions, arguments, inference, conclusion. Only 4 topics. Only 4 topics that you need to cover, right? The source is Willie MK Pandey, or a free PDF on my website. This is a free resource, so you can go for any, whichever you want to, right? If you want to go, don't go for the basic level right now, go for the advanced level, go for the book. This is the advanced level book, so go for this or my PDF, right? So practice again from previous year question papers, and reading and understanding how to solve and everything from here. Okay, theory you need to cover from here, and practice from previous year question papers of ALET and CLAT. Clear? It is very important to understand the marks distribution. Very, very important to understand that from which section how many questions are going to be there, right? Your English, you're going to have 28 to 32 questions. That is your reading comprehension. And I forgot to tell you that there is one more topic that you need to cover for English. Please cover figures of speech also. Okay, figures of speech is very, very easy. For English, you need to cover figures of speech also, and you can cover that from YouTube. Okay, just 1 to 2 hours you need to give, and you're sorted. Okay, not more than that. So 28 to 32 questions are going to be there from reading comprehension, and if you score somewhat around 25-26 marks, that would be a great thing. So put in a lot of efforts here. Current affairs 35 to 39 questions. Now the best part, जो सबसे best part है current affairs की, वो क्या है कि आपको 35 to 39 questions मिलेंगे, ठीक है? And you can solve these questions in 10 to 12 minutes only. 10 to 12 minutes only. And if you get minimum 30 to 32 marks, like if you prepare well, you can get 30 marks minimum here, and you see your score is going to be up like anything. Next is your legal reasoning, 35 to 39 questions. Logical reasoning is your critical reasoning, 28 to, right? Here also, if you get 30, around 30, here you get 25, 20 to 25 marks, because I know critical reasoning a lot of people are weak in. Quantitative techniques is your maths, and here if you fulfill the lacuna, then that would be a great thing. Okay, so you can get the score that you want. हमेशा याद रखना कि एक बास्केट है, उसके अंदर 100 मार्क्स इकट्ठे करने हैं. आप किस चीज में अच्छे हो, in which subjects are you good, do those. Keep this marks distribution in your mind, right? This is very, very important to keep this marks distribution in your head. Okay, how to prepare with boards. Now this is a very, very important question, that how can you prepare for CLAT with boards? Can you prepare? Yes, you can prepare with boards. How to prepare? Let's discuss. Now, number one thing is, step one is divide your days into 3 categories. So you're going to have 3 types of days. One is board exams are going on, still you can give 3 to 4 hours holidays in between the exams. So kabhi kabhi hota hai that we have prepared so well, or the exam is very, very easy, that, or there are so many holidays that you can actually take out time and you can study for CLAT. So there are going to be days like that. Then there are going to be days wherein you have no study days for CLAT. You cannot give time, you cannot take out time for CLAT, because you have to study for boards. So these are, you need to cross out such days. Please keep calendar with you. तो आपको अपना calendar साथ में रखना है, और वो days mark करने हैं जहाँ पे आप CLAT के लिए पढ़ सकते हो, जहाँ पे आप नहीं पढ़ सकते हो. और फिर हमारा time आएगा जब आएगा after board exams are over, right? So we can divide our life into 2, when boards are on and then boards are over, right? Here boards are over. Now here you need to divide your days like so, and here you need to give minimum 10 to 12 hours to your CLAT. I know some of you are going to get very less number of days, others the board exams are getting over a little earlier, ठीक है ना, किसी के जल्दी खत्म हो रहा है, किसी के बाद में, तो ये आपको करना है, ठीक है ना. And again, I know a lot of you are sharing that the board exams are going on, we are really worried, what can we do? Tell me, if you worry, what will happen? You're wasting time. You're not able to study for boards also, you're not able to study for CLAT also. Instead of worrying, train yourself, be the master of your mind, and tell your brain that if I'm studying for boards, I am going to give my full focus, I'm going to concentrate on my boards only. And if I'm studying for CLAT, I am going to concentrate on CLAT. Right, this is what you need to train yourself whenever. Now the best way to do that is, कैसे करोगे train अपने brain को? जब भी brain सोचता है क्लैट के टाइम पर पोर्ट्स के बारे में अपने, नहीं नहीं नहीं, लॉगरी ने मना किया है, नो नो नो, लॉगरी ने मना किया दैट आई कैन नॉट थिंक अबाउट, वट एवर यू आर फोकसिंग ऑन यू शुड गिव योर फुल फोकस, राइट? बिकॉज वरिंग विल लीड यू to nowhere. Like there's no place that you are going to reach if you're worrying, but instead if you're focusing, that is going to help you. Right, clear on that? So this is what you need to do, that how to prepare with boards. The best thing is this, okay? The next step is see which subjects are easier for you, pick them up first. Maybe reading comprehension is very easy for you, maybe legal reasoning you're finding very easy. So find out. Current affairs is difficult, but it is easy. Let me tell you, it is very very easy. Again, 10 to 12 minutes you can fetch good 32 to 35 marks, and your game is going to be great. So current affairs is worth the investment. See which subjects are easier for you, pick them up first. Which subjects are easier for you, pick them up first. This is going to be different for all of you. My suggestions, when it comes to sequence in which you should cover the subjects, my suggestion is English reading comprehension plus figures of speech. Because reading comprehension is like, if you put in your 10 to 15 days here, right, or even 10 days and 1 day here, your one section is done. Then legal aptitude reading theory, again, if you give your 10 days here, you are done. Current affairs is an everyday affair. It is not a 10-day affair, it is a everyday affair. Giving it more, the more you give to current affairs, the better it is. And then choosing between maths or critical reasoning. Remember, maths is less marks, critical reasoning is more marks. So choosing between here. So this should be something, this is so permanent. This is, you cover first and then here you choose, and then you, whatever time is permits, you take the steps accordingly. Right, now if you are not able to decide, and if you're like, I don't know what I have to do, you can also buy my one-on-one session. Yes, I take one-on-one sessions wherein I tell you personally that what you need to do. If you are facing a problem wherein you want to discuss with me for 1 to 2 hours, you can buy my one-on-one sessions. The link is going to be in the description box. Go ahead and book the session, because the slots are full, but still we are adjusting, we're trying to adjust. So before anyone else books a slot, you should book a slot, so that you if you want to talk to me, then you should book a slot for sure. Link is going to be in the description box. It is a paid session, it is not a free session. If you want to talk to me for free, you can talk to me on Instagram, but if you want to book a paid session, link is going to be in the description box. So this is what I want from you. Okay, now I promised you 2 schedules. One schedule with boards and the other one without boards. एक schedule boards के साथ और एक बिना boards के साथ. So CLAT 2022 schedule without boards. Without boards, let's discuss what should be your schedule. This is going to be a day-to-day schedule. This is going to be a day-to-day schedule. Okay, now your schedule is of 8 hours. You need to give how many hours? 8 hours, and it is beginning from 5th May. If you're watching this video before 5th May or after 5th May, then also you can follow the schedule. Take help of the sequence at least. Reading comprehension, criminal law, current affairs, assumptions. Reading comprehension, contracts, current affairs, arguments, figures of speech, torts, conclusion, current affairs, inference, conclusion, torts, current affairs. And moving ahead, we have complete maths and DI in 30 between 30th May to 4th May. Give 2 hours, like give your entire 6 hours every day to your maths and cover the most important topics that I've talked about, and then your data interpretation thereafter. Now after 4th June, from 5th June, what are you doing till the day of the exam? You're going to revise in the same sequence given in the schedule. How to revise? The question is how to revise. Notes बनाए थे. In the book you're going to create notes, those book notes, you're going to study those plus practice questions. Even if they're same questions that you've solved earlier, you're going to practice questions, random questions, not all questions, some selected questions. And thereafter you are going to also attempt mock tests, and you're going to also study your current affairs if they are not complete. Revision of current affairs is also very important. If till date, if by this day your current affairs are not complete, make sure your at least June 2021 to June 2022 current affairs are complete. Leave the January 2021 till June 2021 current affairs. You need to create a new schedule here. Create a new schedule from here wherein you have time for revision. You can give 4 to 5 hours to your revision, and then you can give 2 hours to your current affairs. And there can be days, one mock in 2 or 3 days. You're going to analyze the mocks. It is very important. Now when you analyze the mocks, you're going to create the list which topics are going wrong. क्या लिस्ट बनानी है? कौन से which topics are you attempting wrong? Are you attempting wrong? This is what you need to do, right? You're going to create a list. Now from the list, sit down and see which are the easy topics, that you can cover, which are those topics that are easy that you can cover. Go for those topics, because in the basket, how many marks? 100 plus. In the chat section, everybody, 100 plus. This is what you need to do. Okay, time for some more motivation. Number one, don't let fear and worry take your time. When fear and worry comes to say hi, you got to say bye. You need to tell fear and worry that, look, the only thing I need to do right now is to study. That is what is in my hands, right? This is what you have to keep in your mind. Tell yourself that you need to give your 100%, so that you have zero regret later on. By worrying, you won't be able to clear the exam. Instead, you're wasting time. Think positive, be strong. This is just the beginning and not the end. Okay, the motivation starting में हमने बहुत motivation ले ली है, तो अब हम motivated हैं, full charged हैं. कोई टेंशन नहीं, कोई वरी नहीं. बोर्ड्स के साथ भी पढ़ेंगे जितना पढ़ सकते हैं. उसके बाद जितना, मतलब you know what should be in your mind? It should be that I'm going to give my 100%. Whatever time I have, I'm going to put in, I'm going to do it, and thereafter I'm going to give the exam. ठीक है? Okay, fine. So guys, that's it for today's session. I hope आपको ये session helpful लगा होगा. अगर session helpful लगा तो like कर देना, channel को subscribe कर देना, bell button पे भी hit कर देना, that because you should not miss out any videos. There are going to be a lot of videos that are going to help you. So please subscribe to Loggery, subscribe to Exam on where you'll find content related to current affairs. So please subscribe to both the channels. Number one. Number two, please check out the description box. Number three, it is very important, if you think that you want to go for one-on-one session, if you want to contact me directly, if you want to talk to me directly for 1 to 2 hours, you can book the session. The link is going to be in the description box. That's it. Loggery signing off. I'll see you super soon in my next session. If you have any queries, you can ask your queries for free on Instagram. बिल्कुल free के अंदर, we can chat there, and you can also comment down below. I read your comments, and I promise you I'm going to reply to your comments. If you comment within 1 to 2 hours of my putting this video on my YouTube channel, so yes, that is what is there. That's why I say hit the bell notification, because from now on, within 1 hour of putting the video, if you ask any query, I'm going to reply, so because that's doable, right? So yeah, that's it. And also do not forget to attend my live sessions. Again, for that you need to be subscribed, so that you know when the live session is coming on Loggery, so that you can ask your queries again for free. So yes, that's it. Loggery signing off. I'll see you super soon. Bye and take care. Please guys, keep on studying, and if you feel you're not motivated, comment down below. I'll put a video that is going to motivate you fully. पूरा charge कर दूंगी तुम्हें.